All hail Biafra. This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment.
Today is Tuesday, the 9th day of July 2024. I bring the news up that Nigerian Army celebrates anniversary with the children orphaned by terrorists. Oh yes, that's what is happening in Zamfara State. As Nigerian Army said, they're celebrating with children that lost their parents on account of the terrorist activities in the northern part of the contraption. Oh yes. Now, Malcolm Omirabo asking, so what a hypocritical stance by the Nigerian Army, yes, who forgave and rehabilitated, also reintegrated these terrorists. Yes, and these terrorists, they killed the parents of these children they're celebrating with. Yes, that is what is happening. Celebrating with the children orphaned by the terrorists, and you are forgiving terrorists. You are reintegrating them to the system. In fact, what is happening is the fact that the terrorists, they are mocking the government. Yes, because the terrorists, they are in the army. The Nigerian army reintegrated the terrorists into the army, and now they're in the army. They are mocking the government by celebrating with the children that they killed their parents. That is what is happening. That is confusion. Oh, yes. You kill the parents of the children when you are in the terrorist side. Now, the Nigerian army said, okay, let us forgive you and welcome you back. Let us rehabilitate you, reintegrate you into the system, and conscript you, or enlist you, better still, to the Nigerian army. And now those terrorists put on uniform, gathered in Zamfara State to mock the government. They don't know what's happening there. Yes, that is what is happening in Zamfara State. They are mocking the government. They say they are celebrating with the children killed by their parents were killed by the terrorists. Yes, children that lost their parents on account of the terrorist activities. They say they're celebrating with them. But what's happening is the fact that terrorists are celebrating with the children they killed their parents in Zamfara State. It's confusion there now. And of course, even Malcolm Omirabo quoted one army general. He said he once boasted that a repentant terrorist can become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Oh yes, I've seen it now. A repentant Boko Haram said will one day become the president. Yes, we don't wish to be there when this thing will happen. How can you be in a country where a repentant Boko Haram will become the president? And it's going to happen. Yes, it's not just mere statement. These statements carry weight. Yes, if things continue this way, it will happen that way. That a repentant Boko Haram, yes, repentant in quotes, will become the president and commander-in-chief in Nigeria. So that's why the Biafran cause is very important. Yes, and must be taken seriously by all Biafrans, all the Igbos across board must take this issue serious. Yes, you have seen the statement made by Army General, not just an army officer. No, Army General said it. Said it's coming. That it will happen that a repentant Boko Haram, a terrorist, will assume office. Oh yes, of course you saw what happened in Afghanistan. Oh yes, so that is it. Afghanistan will happen in Nigeria. Afghanistan will happen. We are watching it. So Biafrans, you must get your lawyers, you must get prepared. Yes, for your referendum and for your subsequent, exit. As the self-referendum is going on, the Biafra declaration is forthcoming. The Biafra, you must get prepared. Yes, you must get prepared. for your freedom. Because when you look at something that's happening here, in the contraption, you know that there's fire on the mountain and you have to run. You have to run. Fire on the mountain. Run, run, run. It's happening in Zamfara State. They are mocking the government. But the government don't know. They said the army is celebrating with the children orphaned by terrorists. Nonsense. They're being mocked. They're mocking the system. They know that they have taken over. Yes, they have taken over the military. The terrorists, they have taken over the military. When the government said, we are recruiting repentant Boko Haram, they don't know that they are recruiting Boko Haram. And that's why the insurgency remains, it cannot be solved. Yes, intractable. That's the point. Because they are there. They are the other side. All of them join together. Yes. They divulge information to their friends, to their colleagues in the other side. Yes, of the divide. So that's why the war against insurgency will not end. The insurgency itself will continue. Oh yes, because the government, they misfired. Because the origin of Boko Haram, of course, you know it. The sponsors, they are government officials. Jonathan said it. Said government officials in his cabinet, they are Boko Haram sponsors. Jonathan, the former president of Nigeria, but he couldn't mention them. Well, yes, when he said, Boko Haram members has infiltrated my government, that's according to Jonathan, the former president of Nigeria, he was unable to mention their names. He lacked the liver to call names. So the same thing, even the United Arab Emirates produced a list of Boko Haram sponsors in Nigeria. United States produced a list, and they said they will send it to the Nigerian government so that they will do something with it. Till date, nothing happened. It was during Buhari era. Oh yes. You are sending it to Buhari, who is the number one in terms of sponsorship. When Boko Haram was in their height, yes, during Jordan era, they appointed Buhari as their middleman. Yes. That's what happened. Their spokesperson to go and speak on their behalf with the government. And the same Buhari, said you are given the list of Boko Haram sponsors to publish for you. Nowhere. So, that's it. So what is happening now is that the Boko Haram terrorists in the Nigerian army, they are mocking the government. They are mocking the parents of these children that they killed. Yes, they killed them while in terrorist side. Now they have said they are in Nigerian army side, and they are mocking them. They are putting on army uniform, mocking the parents that they have killed. So it's pathetic. That's why we have said it. The Biafra, prepare yourself. There is fire on the mountain. Don't see this kind of things and still remain quiet, still remain adamant. No. It's time to move out. It's time to prepare. It's time to get ready. It's time to do everything humanly possible to get your freedom. Oh yes,